Hey, good Monday morning, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. It's Carolyne Rodrigues. I'm in a different part of the house. I'm actually in my husband's office. It looks quite sparse because that's the way he likes it. So it is Monday. What date is it? I'm just checking my calendar. Monday, October the 22nd. It's a beautiful sunny day out there. And I'm just going to wait a few minutes to welcome a few people onto my magical Monday Facebook Live. I'm here pretty much every Monday at noon sharing some concepts and principles that have helped guide my life. So, hey Cindy, nice to see you. Deborah, great to see you. Miss Ahuva Simone, nice to see you as well. I love that people come on. Some people watch silently in ghost mode. Other people look and comment later. Some people watch in replay time. So however it is that you're joining me today, I just want to say thank you for tuning in. I'm here in beautiful Collingwood, Ontario. Hey, Bo, nice to see you. Thank you for the heart. Always appreciate those wonderful sentiments for people who are joining me. And yeah, I'm in my husband's office because we're doing some renos in our garage, and you're gonna maybe hear some drills going on, and the guys threatened to come in here and disrupt my Facebook Live, but it's all good, right? Because it's all part of life, all part of life, all part of life as well. So anybody else joining us, come on in, say hello, post an emoji, give me a thumbs up, tell me how you are feeling, because I love Mondays. And that wasn't always the case. Hey, Maddie, nice to see you. Thank you for the greeting. Just share. How are you guys feeling? It's a beautiful Monday. I love fall. Some of you saw me post my picture of my dining room, and my background out there was my backyard with these beautiful fall colors out there. Hey, Sue, how are you? Good morning. Oh, and there's my mom, Yvonne. Welcome. My mom celebrated her 88th birthday last week. Oh my goodness. In Florida with my brother, so welcome home. Did you bring that cold weather with you? It's pretty nippy out there. So I'm gonna have to, I'll be skedaddling in about 10 days heading to Florida myself. So, hey Scott, nice to see you. So guys, let's just get started. I'm just gonna fire up my computer because I made some notes. I made some notes and I don't know what happened to those notes. I made some notes on, just some ideas to keep me on track. But let me just find them. Anyhow, so happy Monday. How's everybody feeling? I'm just gonna hit, yeah, okay. So I made some notes, but now I lost my notes. So you're just gonna have to go off the top of my head. You guys get, you get to listen to me kind of ramble, but this is kind of what happens. Okay, here it is. I just found them. And happy birthday, Yvonne. Thank you both for wishing my mom a happy birthday. So guys, I wanted to talk to you today about change. Change. Who loves change? Give me a thumbs up, thumbs down. What is it about change that so many of us have a challenge with, right? So I'm just going to just pop into my notes here. Thank you, Bo. All right. So most people have no idea why they have such a hard time with change or taking on something new. So why do you think that is, you guys? Just type and chat away. Why do you think that is? Why is change so hard for so many people? And specifically in North America today, what I find is the changes that we're experiencing in our health seems to be one of the most prevalent issues that we are and I don't like to use this word struggle, but that's what's going on, right? Yeah, so Bo, new territory, it's scary. Thank you for sharing. Anybody else? Why is it so hard for us to change, right? How about this? We don't want to fail. Yeah, who out there is like, oh my God, I just don't want to take on something new because what if I fail? Yeah, mom, you have to get out of your comfort zone. My mom has been doing that a lot. Okay, you don't want to be judged. How about you don't know how? You don't know how to get started, or the perception that it's it's just too hard. Anybody agree? Yeah. Fear of the unknown. Yeah, you don't know what's coming. And staying in the same place is easier and safer, right? All right. So I find that, that was me. Hey, Michael, I was like a bit of a sheep mentality. I was a flight attendant for many, many years. I got off the airplane. I followed this pack of, group of flight attendants, and somebody led us to the bus once we were off the airplane, and we were driven to the hotel. Hey, Linda. And sometimes I'd sort of go, how did I get here? And people say, well, Carolyne, you travel all the time, so travel is easy for you. No, because somebody was always guiding me, right? I didn't pay attention. How did I get off the airplane? How did I get on the bus? How did I get to the hotel? And so when it came time to doing it myself, I was a little bit scared. And so one of the key things is to pay attention. What are other people doing out there that you can mimic, take on, that will help you get to the place where you want to get to, right? So, like I said, I was like this little sheep person, sheep animal, because it was easier to follow than to lead, right? How did this happen? How did it happen that, Carolyne, who tried everything, all of a sudden is like, oh my God, I can't do that. I don't know how. Is it too hard? Well, as kids, I want to take you guys back to when you were, 2, 3, 5, the early years. How many of you did like crazy, stupid things that scared the out of you and scared the heck out of your parents? How many of you did crazy things like that, like climb trees and get BB guns? And I think my mom's watching here. We almost set the house on fire because we were playing with matches. We didn't know what that was like. One time my brother and I, we almost electrocuted ourselves, right? So my mom happened to come in and see the two of us. My brother dared me to plug this these loose wires that were sticking out of this plug. He dared me to plug this plug into the wall, and I'm like, yeah, I could do that. And I plugged it in, and it was like, and then he scared the heck out of him, so he tried to come and help me. Now the two of us were stuck together, and thank goodness my mom came in, looked at the two of us, was smart enough to go downstairs and poof, shut off the power, and the two of us just went poof, we fell back, and I had burn marks all in my hand. But you know what? That never stopped us from getting into more trouble, right? Because as kids, we're conditioned to try new things, right? We're conditioned to say, I'm gonna do that. And so my question to you is, what crazy, silly things did you do that all of a sudden your brain was like, don't do that, it's too scary, don't do that, it's too hard, right? What happened to that spirit of that childlike spirit that was willing to go anywhere, do anything? So yeah, we have to contain some of it, but who agrees that it's called, well, this is what I think, it's called conditioning. Our minds are conditioned paradigms that we inherit from our parents. Paradigms, or another word is beliefs, from our family history. This is how the family does things. Paradigms from our friends. This is how the friend tribe operates. So you either fit in or you're ejected, right? So the environment that we're in often determines either the life path that we choose or the change that we desire. So who agrees that it's conditioning and our environment? Just give me a thumbs up. Anybody? Okay, so I'm just gonna keep going, right? So my question is to you guys, how do we uncondition those boundaries that we put around ourselves along the way? How do we unprogram and bring back that natural reaction to trying new things and to change and to just being free of all the things that have trapped, I'll speak for myself, that have trapped me into learning behaviors that didn't serve me. Okay, and so I want to share with you guys, I was starting to dig this out because I thought it's not just Carolyne talking. I want to share with you something that I picked up because I started asking questions. How could I create change? I didn't want to be that flight attendant, that little robot that went to work, worked according to the union rules, came home, did my own thing. It was fun. I enjoyed it, you guys, but at some point it became dissatisfactory. So what could I do? Well, somebody introduced me to this book called Success Cybernetics by U.S. Anderson. And I want to show you guys something. I mean, I keep my book. So I wrote in the front cover here, and I date my book. So whenever you buy a new book, you guys write your name in it and date it, right? Because it's interesting to go back and see, wow, is that how I used to think? Is that what I learned? So the date on this says February 1995. So for the mathematicians out there, that's 23 years ago, right? And I wrote down cybernetics, the science of automatic control. The science of automatic control. Hey, Dina. Cybernetics training produces mental discipline, page 47. Cybernetics success training, page 14. How to use success cybernetics, page 15. The 4 mental conditioning laws, page 29. Automatic success mechanism, page 50. So obviously I have, dug into this book, and I want to share with you some words from the author. And why am I talking about change today, you guys? Because 1,700 of us have decided to embark on a 30-day challenge where we want to change the outcome of the results that we've been getting in terms of, my own health, my body, right? I'm 63, I'm going to be 64 in November, and things kind of like settled, and I haven't been able to budge them. And so I'm grateful for all the wonderful, healthy products that I'm taking, and perhaps if I wasn't taking them, I'd be in worse shape, because I know my genetics lends me to being heavier. I would make a little joke. When we sit down, we look normal. When we stand up, the second person appears, right? Dina, you agree? Anyhow, that's our history. So a little digression to what I wanted to read. I want to read to you why this might be something that may help you. And again, it's anything. I want to offer to you things that may help you. It may not work for you. It may not be ready, right? So a word from the author. It says, it will give you so much horsepower. No, wrong paragraph. This book can help you be smarter, healthier, more vigorous, more skillful. It can help you be more creative. It can help you communicate better, persuade better, lead better. It can help you overcome adversity, attract opportunity, and achieve happiness. Holy crows. I haven't picked this book up in a long time, and I'm like, wow. So this is what I do. I highlight things that resonate with me. And so then I want to take you to the contents, right? The contents. Like, I skim through the different chapters, and I don't read a book from start to finish. I learned from Bob Proctor. Go through the contents and see what catches your attention, and just jump into that. So, what is it that you may be interested in? How to use the new science of success cybernetics? How to find and develop your greatest potential? Yes, thank you very much. Chapter 3, how to set your self-concept to switch to success. How to design your own automatic success mechanism, and do this in minutes. How to train the success mechanism into your nervous system. How to constantly improve your skills and abilities. And this is divided into different parts. So part 3, how to rocket your brain power up into orbit. I'm voting for that. How to use the techniques of imagineering ideas. How to find inside solutions to unsolvable problems. Part 4, the cybernetics of handling people. How to push button yourself into understanding how people act and behave, how to persuade people to your point of view, how to dynamite the success block between people that are communicating with one another, how to quick shift adversity into achievement, how to make yourself into a magnet for what you desire, and how to use a great share that brings lasting happiness. So I don't know, guys, does any of this interest anybody out here? Thumbs up. Let me know. Am I just talking to myself, right? So what the heck is success cybernetics? It's creating new neural pathways that will create different outcomes for yourself. Hey Steve, thanks for joining us. We're sort of halfway into our little talk here, but you can listen to it in replay time. So creating those new neural pathways. So, you know, how do you do that? Start by reprogramming your mind. Change your environment. Who are you hanging around with? Has anybody heard this? You're the sum of the 5 people that you hang around with. Anybody? Yes? No? Maybe? Agree? Don't agree? Well, I know when I started to change the friends that I hung around with, based on the values that they had that were values I wanted to develop, things slowly started to shift. Why? Because I'm learning what they're learning based on what they've accomplished that I want to accomplish. Hey, beautiful Esther, nice to hear you, nice to see you. So changing your environment, who you hang around with, changing your vision for what you want, and I want to bring up my little props, so stand by, right? Changing your vision. How do you do that? How do you change your vision, right? So this is something I created a million moons ago. It's called a vision board of things that I desire, because your mind, guys, is a ticker tape parade of oftentimes negative thoughts. So you need to refocus. And so creating a vision board, and I got to tell you, pretty much everything on this board that I put together has come to pass, with the exception of the little doggy here, right? My husband is like, nah, I don't want any dogs, right? So these are things that when I look at them, they produce, you know, talking about those neural pathways, they produce a different way of thinking, right? So change your vision for what you want. You need a plan, and you don't need to do any of this. It's a desire, right? So I say, okay, when I say need, you can replace it with want. Hey, Sandra Howie, nice to see you, my friend. So I needed a plan. I needed support. I needed focus. I needed a reason, right? I needed a reason. And for some of you, that reason, and I see it out there when I listen to the news, can be sometimes an adversity wake-up call. Something really bad has happened to you, and you're like finally woken up from that slumber you're in, and it's like, you know what, I cannot live like this anymore. I have to do something. I have to change something. Hey, Michael Horn, nice to see you. So don't wait for that disaster wake-up call, right? It doesn't have to be that way. You can change what it is that you desire that isn't working for you without the pain of trial and I say not trial and error. Yeah, I was going to say trial and effort, but that sounds good, right? Trial and effort, because everything is trial. Do, see how it works, change the plan. Hey, Alex Chan. Oh my God, it's so great to see all my favorite people coming on board, right? So guys, I'm assuming this book is still around. I am going to reread it because, you know, again, I highlight, let me see if I can scan. I highlight things. I've got, oh my God, I've got like old business cards in here. And so that's my thought for you today. I'm just looking at the time here. Lisa, nice to see you. I hope you got your bars, hun. So what is it you desire? Ask yourself that. What is it you desire? I'm partnering with 1,700 people who want a different outcome, right? Mine, I'll fess up here. Go to my Facebook page. I'd love for you guys to see that. And if you're not part of Isogenics, I am asking for your help, right? 1,700 of us are attacking this Pro Edge challenge because we want a different outcome. I want to kick my sugar addiction, because sugar, you guys, I'm sorry, that's the new crack. Sugar is addictive. I had no idea. I did a week of I started this program a week early. You would not have wanted to be around me last week. I was crabby, I was unfocused, I was lightheaded, I was fuzzy, and I didn't think that I had this bad an addiction to sugar. So I was living in denial, and I'm coming out of denial because I want the rest of my 60s, my 70s, and my 80s to be in an environment, one of health, one of ease, one where I am not going to be sucked in to, what the cigarette companies used to do way back then. Now the food companies are doing with creating addicts, sugar and carb addicts. And that's my goal. So I would love your support. I'm looking for 3 people to hold me accountable and capable. Capable is my key thing. Pour greatness into me and let me know that, hey, Carolyne, you got this. You can do this. So peace out, you guys. Thank you for tuning in. If you're listening to this in replay time, please share #replay. Share what you got out of this. Feel free to share it with some people who are looking for ideas and how they can create the change that they want, but are on that, that rat wheel of frustration, right? Because what I'm sharing with you is what I bring to you from my experience. So have a fantastic week. I'll see some of you in Ottawa. I'm heading off to a 3-day training there. And yes, that would be my excuse to opt out of this program, but no, I am gonna stick to it because I have a lot of my friends that are doing it as well. So have an awesome week and see you next Monday. Bye-bye.